fashion house is apologizing for appropriating the Greek symbols of the Black fraternity Phi Beta Sigma on a $300 pair of pants. A legal rep for the fraternity said that they are shocked that Ralph Lauren would violate their trademark without their consent. Ralph Lauren said an apology, called the design an oversight, and they will be taking immediate action to remove the product. So, what do you ladies think about this?
Well, first of all, they even mixed it up. It's two fraternities. It's the Freemasonry and it's also the Sigma. So they mixed both of them together.
Oh, they just created their own symbol.
Yeah, they want to do their
own.
own symbol. But I just want to say, first of all, the Sigmas, that symbol is trademarked. Also, it's a Black fraternity and sorority. They're called the Divine Nine. I am part of Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated. And the thing is that we always say on the show, Amanda, that a lot of these people, these corporations, they need a Jamal the intern to actually educate them. And this is another example of why you need a Jamal working at your corporation.
Yo, at this point, Jamal would have been promoted. Jamal would have held a nice position at this point.
I have a question. Do you think they knew what they were doing?
No, but I think that's also, I think oftentimes that is the problem with privilege.
Yes.
It's this bubble that a lot of folks live in where they're not even curious on, is this something that we may not know about?
And is it okay to even do that?
And that's why I feel like it is important to have Jamal the intern and just representatives of different ethnicities in the mix, because especially, like, I just randomly watched the Ralph Lauren documentary the other night, like literally last night.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it and I'm like, yo, for as many specifically Black folks that love Ralph, the low heads, etc., like, their staff, from what was depicted on the documentary, seemed very
woke?
Blanquito.
It wasn't diverse, so they needed a Jamal.
Yeah, so I just thought that was interesting, that considering how diverse, and even their ads are very diverse, but it didn't seem to be reflected in the staff that they showed on the documentary.
And just as... Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, in that PR statement, right, it said that they claimed it was an oversight, but every person in design knows that the one rule you really got to stick to is it's all in the details.
Yeah.
The details really matter to make something significant. Even like a little button off of a jean defines it from good American to a polo jean. So I just wonder, when it comes to the world of fashion and how quickly we manufacture to get things out to fill the SKUs, like, are we caring anymore? And do we have a relationship with consumers to understand, if you're going to pull something cultural, where are you going with this and what message? Because everything you wear is a message. Yeah. What are you trying to say?
And they need to start paying attention to the details, because they've now pulled all of these off of the racks. They are no longer being sold. That costs a lot of money. What a waste of money. It would have taken you a lot less to just get a Jamal the intern to see what you're doing. Make sure that you are not offending anyone. But I have to ask this question, because I never went to college, and actually, Lonnie, you are the first person that I know closely that is a part of a Greek
sorority.
That society right there. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. One time I tried to grab somebody's hoodie and wear it, and they were like, no, you can't. And I did not understand. Like, total ignorance on my part. So can you explain why that would be offensive and what this is about? Dude, can you? I don't.
You have a story about it?
Are
you in sorority?
No, I'm not. I'm in Me Find Me.
Same, girl. Me too. Me too. I'd like to be an honorary member.
I think the reality is, and I think Lil Boosie actually just experienced this because he was wearing a Kappa shirt, not knowing that it was a Kappa shirt.
No, but when you don't know.
Hey, yo. But the reality is that you have to go through so much. And, you know, there's so many, there's such a fraternity and a sorority about the fact that you have to cross, you got to cross the burning sands to get into these organizations, that it really is like, yo, you don't get to just wear what I had to earn. And that's
the history behind Black fraternities and sororities is that there was a time when Black people, when they were college educated, couldn't get into the white fraternities and sororities. Also, it was used as a networking system, so that when they graduated, they would still have somebody, and it would be a family. So you do go through a process. It's a serious process. And people take it seriously. So for you to just turn around and wear the shirt and you haven't went through the process is very, very unfair, and it's disrespectful.
So guys, try to educate yourself on Greek symbols? 'Cause I wouldn't even know what that is either.
Yeah, but you know, it's all about a learning process.
Yeah.
And look, we have a show like this where we can talk about Black, Greek, and